Now guys, here I have a bunch of the most beautiful oud pieces found in the Indian market. Have a look at these pieces. Just look at these pieces. You can pause the video and look at these pieces. This is how a moderate grade agarwood piece should look like. This is not even the top grade, and people say that India doesn't have good agarwood anymore, but guys, this is all old stock found with the most reputed sellers. I'll put down the links to approach them. This is from the brand Agarwood Assam. Very kind gentleman. Look at this piece. It's so beautiful. You can see these almost look like rocky mountains. These look like mountains. These pieces are my favorite pieces, my favorite Indian pieces. And this thin sheet will actually burn on the heater for almost 10 to 15 minutes, giving you a beautiful smell. It has the potential of filling up a whole room, or fumigating your clothes with the beautiful resinous smell of agarwood, and the smell will keep on coming to you for a very, very long period of time. Let's say 10 to 12 hours. Look at these pieces. This is how actually nice agarwood pieces should look like. Now I'll show you one more piece, very interesting piece. You can see this is very dark colored, very nice on the outside, but when you see inside is all white fiber. So this is where the oud oil comes from, and this is where the resin comes from. So if you have a hard piece like this will not be chosen to make an oud oil. Most of the oud oil comes from this whitish part, and maybe a little bit of the chipping of these sort of resinous, thick resinous wood pieces. Now that's something which nobody is going to tell you in the market. So guys, now let me take you through the burners that I use to burn agarwood, and each one of these serves a different purpose. Alright, these are different burners for burning different sorts of agarwoods in different styles, in different manners, so you can enjoy the finer aspects. The first one is a voltage controlled incense burner, which basically utilizes a power source. So you need a power outlet with a voltage control system here. So if you can see, there are markings. This is 120, 150, 160, 180 degrees, and I can control this with the help of a controller. Now this is required to burn high quality woods or top grade incense woods. This has a mica plate up here. So mica is a very good conductor, you can say, of heat, and it won't burn you. It will never burn your hands, and it will give you the perfect temperature to burn this. And you will be provided with mica plates, of mica sheets rather, of this size. So what you can do is place your mica plate up here. There will be about 50 or 100 different plates in here which you can reuse. You can also wash these, because the residue from the burning wood gets stuck on these plates. I'll show you that. So what you can do is use hydrogen peroxide, or just use soap and water to scrub those off, and you can keep on using these mica plates. These can be used for almost 10-20 times, or even more than that, if you use low temperatures. Now you can see a beautiful piece up here. This was part of the Brunei sample that I showed you. Now what I do is I usually start with the lowest temperature, which is 12 here, which is approximately 120 degrees. Now what it does is it passes the heat through the coil inside here, which is basically copper, and it provides low heat. And most of the woods which contain a lot of resin, or even high amounts of oil, these will benefit from these sort of temperatures, because it helps. The purpose of it basically is to heat the resin and not the wood fibers, so you get a pure smell of oud. And you can also use that for fumigation if you have high grade chips that I showed you, especially the Hindi chips from Zakir from Agarwood Assam. You can use that, which almost burns for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes on this temperature. So it gets absorbed well into your clothes, and it can last for 9 to 10 hours. So you don't need to wear an oud fragrance or an oud oil for that matter. Alright, the next set is also very interesting. We'll put this aside and we'll shift to the ceramic burner. Now this set is also a voltage controlled one. You can see here it is. This gives you a very nice voltage control. It also has a display. I got this from Ensar Oud. I'll put down the links below. For this as well, I'll put down the email below where you can mail the person and order this. So this is a proper ceramic burner. The material is totally different. It has a very smooth heating surface, which is basically ceramic material. All right, it's porcelain, and there's a beautiful piece inside. Now what happens, guys, this provides a very soft temperature for precious woods like Kyara, which are extremely expensive and require the gentlest heat, the most gentle heat to heat up the resin inside. You don't need to burn the wood fibers. You will completely waste that. I mean, 1 gram of Kyara is extremely expensive, so you need to preserve that. So what it does is provides a very soft heat, a gentle heat for a prolonged period of time. So you get pure whiffs of Kyara. Now the purpose of this is to enjoy the smell of Kyara in your room, to fill the smell of Kyara, to fill your room with the smell of Kyara, etc. And you don't need to worry about fumigating your clothes, etc. You just need to have a beautiful smelling experience. It's like a spiritual experience. It's like burning incense, but instead of practicing something as gentle as the Manko session, or your typical Kodo sessions from Japan, where they put these mica plates over some rice powder, and at the bottom they place a small piece of charcoal, which provides the most gentle heat to heat up smaller pieces, smaller slivers, I mean the smallest slivers of agar wood or Kyara. So that's a very tedious process. You just need a ceramic heater like this to give you the same experience without going through the hassle of preparing the whole traditional Kodo system. Now the third, or the simplest one, is charcoal. Now this charcoal is what you get generally in the market for shisha or hookah. Now there are some other charcoals which are made of coconut husk. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them on eBay, you can also get them at the shisha stores. This has a lot of charcoal content, all right, but the coconut husk charcoal does not have those harsh smelling chemicals in them. So what you have to do is put these on a traditional burner or a mubakra, wait for these to burn almost for 20 minutes or 15 minutes, let the whole coal get covered by ash, by a thick layer of ash, and what it does, it gives a gentle heat to your woods. That's the purpose, guys. That's the aim, to heat the resin and not the wood pieces. If you put the most beautiful piece of agar wood on a burning charcoal, don't expect it to burn and give you pleasure, because you get the smell of wood, which is anomalous. You don't want that. You just need the smell of the resin. That is the actual agar incense. So what people in the Arab world do, I mean the general people, they place a lot of these beautiful thick sinking pieces over a huge burning mubakra. There are a lot of coals inside. It's very hot, and they place it. So it's nice for a mehfil or an arrangement where you have a lot of people and you just need to pass around the burner. For that purpose, that's perfect. And even to fumigate your clothes, you need something like this. You just need the traditional burner. You place the coal and you just place the piece of wood and hang your shirt or your clothes or your robe, your shawl, whatever you want to fumigate it with, the agar smoke. Just place it on a cloth hanger, or simply hold it with your hand and place this thing at the bottom. The smoke will come up, get absorbed in your clothes. You need high heat, you need a proper burning to get that fumigation effect from your clothes. But for personal use, this is the ideal burner, and this for even the most sophisticated noses who only are looking to test the quality of the material or to understand the whole olfactory spectrum of the wood. This is a perfect burner. Then this is for oud minimalists. This is for people who love to smell loud, who love to show off the beautiful smell of agar wood. There's nothing wrong in it. It smells absolutely heavenly. So these are some of the most important apparatuses that you can have.